right, I'm putting a call out for the women and international collectors out there. Let's talk. What's happening, everybody? So forget the bat signal. We're moving past that. I'm putting up the fan signal because I want to reach out to two groups out there: the women collectors and the international collectors. So everybody outside of basically North America, maybe some Canadians, who knows? You might get in the mix as well. But just want to reach out to those two. I want to say, is that demographics? Yeah, I guess you could say that. But those two groups, just to talk about collecting and all that good stuff. But first, I'll get back into the two groups. So women, obviously, because women are just outside of collectors, basically half the world. But women have always been kind of under, what's the word I'm looking for? Obviously underappreciated, but I don't say observed. What's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. But just kind of haven't been viewed as the significant part of the comic industry as they've always been. It's always been, people like to say, like a male-dominated industry, which, yes, it has. But women and girls have always been a part of that as readers, as creators especially, because you can go way back. Jackie Orms was just a popular African-American comic book creator, comic strip creator, who was well beloved and underappreciated. But then even just throughout the decades, more and more women creators have been a part of the field and been significant and have held significant roles and created impactful works within the world of comics. And Louise Simonson is a name who I think is supremely underappreciated and undervalued for what she's done for the comic industry. We've seen Karen Berger, Kelly Sue DeConnick, who's one of my favorite writers, modern writers, Ethel Richardson, and just tons of other names, Gail Simone, and we even have even younger creators out there writing, drawing, inking, editing, all throughout the industry, coloring, all these other names behind the scenes, in front, just doing some fantastic work in the world of comics. And even right now, you look at the world of comics, especially within the last decade or so, it's a fantastic time to get in the industry because it's so inclusive and there's just a wide breadth of content out there as far as genres, indie books, mainstream, and the style of comics. Again, especially just with genre and how, like, when I say style, I mean like the way books are created and how they look, but then the genre specifically too. So you could consider this the golden age of comics, just because we have so much to offer and there's so many voices going into unique voices, unique styles creatively as a part of that, and women are a significant part of that as well. So I kind of want to reach out to some of the women collectors out there, either within the US or just anywhere around the world, and I know I follow some on here as well, YouTube, and talk to some on Twitter, Instagram. So tons of comic fans out there. I know a bunch of women, some who are close to me, who, like, we used to hang out at conventions together, some who've had artist alley tables, who like draw, work on comics, who edit, who write, cosplayers, gamers, all, like, even just branching out beyond comics, but just anywhere within the world of nerds. So, like, just kind of want to reach out to anyone, like, as far as doing collab videos and just kind of having conversations about comics specifically, but conventions and collectibles as well. But, like, all of that, because I just want to, just kind of branch out and just kind of have those conversations, because, again, a lot of people might push out, and we've seen how, like, the stereotypical nerds, the white dudes, pushing away women, which I don't understand why. Why would you want to do that? You should be inclusive as all hell, which I've always strived to be, and just have more voices in this world, because more voices, more unique voices, more creativity, you get different angles, different point of views, and just betters everyone, and it just opens it up to more people, which is what we should all strive to do, so this industry can grow. As far as international, just because one of the things I like to see when I get love from international viewers, especially like UK and Australia, and even over in Asia, is just Africa as well, and maybe some South Americas too. Can't remember. But when I see those, my first thought is, like, shout out to you guys, especially in the UK, because it's always been curious because I want to travel there. But like, what the hell is the comic market like? Like, how is it compared to the US? I haven't been there yet, but that's just one question I always have. Like, what is it like to like be a comic fan outside of the US and Canada? As far as collecting, reading, like, what are comic shops like? Do you have comic shops, or are you all digital? What is that like? The variants I've seen. I want to get into some international books. There are some I'm watching on eBay and kind of doing some searching, and I saw, what was it? It was either, there was one book, it was an X-Men book, but it was like a double book with, it was X-Men and a Captain America issue. I can't remember what country it was from. But I was like, I want that book because that's cool as hell. And it might have been Italy. I think it was Italy. It was X-Men, and yeah, pretty sure it was X-Men book and Captain America. So I was like, oh, that's cool as hell. So I just wanted to just talk to some international collectors and really just kind of like just chat about the industry, like what it's like across the pond or wherever you are around the globe, and talk about the differences between collecting and being a comic fan here versus wherever you are, and just all of that, especially if you want to get into comics, just what the market is like, conventions around the world. We've seen some of the other ones. I know there are, I don't want to say Thailand, but I know there's one that, I'm trying to think, there's this one convention I know that's pretty popular over in Asia, but I can't remember what time of the year it takes place or the name of it at all. I just know it was somewhere in Asia. But there are stuff like that as well. Just talk about conventions and collecting, reading, just being a comic fan and what that's like, seeing, especially looking at other areas, like if you aren't from America or the UK, and just kind of seeing those and like, oh, you know what, maybe you're hoping for stuff to come to your area. If you like ship comics into your country, what's that like as far as fees and prices, all that stuff, price variance, all that out there, and the creators that have come from your area. And if you traveled to other countries from wherever you are for either conventions or just for the sake of travel, and what your experience was like, either maybe going on a comic hunt, so all of that, so share all of that. So if you're just a viewer and you don't have a YouTube channel, but you know somebody who matches that, another woman who you like, who'd like to follow, someone from the UK, South America, Africa, what other country, Australia, Asia, and you know somebody who has a channel from those countries, like, go ahead, share them, like, hey, hit them up and lead them over here, and maybe we can have a conversation. Again, I want to do some kind of collabs. I've already talked about how I reach out to a couple other people. They were United States based. I still need to reach back out to them because I still would like to talk to them and kind of set up something. So again, just kind of the idea is for a series that I want to start just for like for collabs and just talking to other comic fans and collectors. Now, also, we'll kind of mention this is going to be geared, again, more towards the reading and actual story content and collecting and being a comic fan. So not so much about the value and spec type of things. So again, trying to specifically gear more towards that. But if their content kind of branches into that, that's okay too. But that's not going to be the primary focus of this, like spec and value stuff. So just keep that in mind. But yes, so share and just share this video and like point me towards other people, point them towards me, so we can kind of reach out and connect. And I want just to continue to be inclusive and just kind of grow. And I think it'll be fun because just kind of, again, there's more perspectives about the industry and different things throughout the industry from throughout the previous decades and kind of the future of comics. So yeah, just want to drop this short video. So yes, let me know your thoughts and share all those in the comments below. Happy reading, happy hunting, happy collecting. This is Geno's Comics. Thanks for watching and peace out.